I'm talking cleanly. So, hello. Hey, hello. So I'm back on All About the Bass because this is kind of a thing that just happened like boom, 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 boom. Let's do some videos because we got new stuff.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
New
please.
stuff. New Fender.
Welcome to the new year and welcome to 2018 and welcome to all the new stuff that's coming out.
Absolutely. So right now we're actually in Nam, but we thought we'd spookily we thought we'd give a shout out and show you these new Fenders before we actually get there.
I mean that is exciting.
It is.
You've got some here.
I'll just grab guitars.
I'll grab one of these as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nice.
just have a tell us what's happening. What's going down?
So basically, American Vintage Series has been it's been a thing for a little while. It's gone through different stages. It used to be just centered around certain decades through the guitars and the basses. It then transformed into being year specific when someone else in the team got involved. So picking up certain specs for certain years. Now they've revamped the range again. We've gone now to the American Original Series, which these are, instead of the American Vintage.
So that's what it's called now. Instead of Vintage, it's called Original.
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 That is it.
How original?
Original.
How original.
And so they've just picked 3 decades, so 50s, 60s and 70s with the basses. I think it's the same with the guitars as well, but so we've got a selection of, so you've got one of the 50s P basses.
I've got a P bass here.
You've got a P bass?
I love a P bass, but this so P bass is wide on the neck, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's just that they seem, not that I've done a lot of bass videos or I play a lot of bass, I play a little bit, but it seems to me like they're very much the same as the ones before. I'm just throwing it out there. But, I mean, what can you do? But I think I think this looks really cool with the anodized gold scratch plate.
Yeah,
Don't
it does.
It looks cool.
It does.
It looks very, very cool.
Yeah, so,
very, you know how a P bass looks.
Yeah,
you know, it's a P bass.
It's a P bass.
So I mean, what's the difference between them this year? What's the main thing? It's good. What's the main? So let's take the P bass. Tell me about the P bass. What's the difference between this and the one last year? What's happened?
So looking through the range, they've really tried to make it a little bit simpler. Instead of doing loads of different neck radiuses and shapes and things like that, they tried to base it on, say, what's the best from that particular decade, and they've put those parts into it. So
that's a good idea. I like that idea.
Yeah, and just to make it a little bit simpler. So like one thing I noticed straight away, all these basses here have got a 9.5 neck radius.
All right, okay.
So going through from the old American Vintage series, they did have all very specific radiuses.
So 7.5 and all sorts of stuff.
This used to be 7.25, for example.
Okay.
For that.
That's more curved like this, correct?
That's it.
I mean, that's more if you're talking guitar, that's more sort of a thing. If it's curved, the fretboard is curved, and you bend the string, and it'll die out. I mean, on a bass. You know, how often do you go?
Do much bending, do you?
You don't do much bending on a bass, so I couldn't tell. I don't really know.
No, but I think.
I mean, it feels a bit flatter, I'd say, than I've felt them before, because we got a P bass here, haven't we?
Yeah, you have. I think you've got the
it's in the other room.
The olive green one. Oh,
the olive green one, which is great. There's a professional one, but that.
Yeah.
Is that the same? I don't know.
That might be the same as what they've done now.
That's the same as this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so. That's one thing they've tried to do, and instead of so like the 70s, this one here has got a 75 U neck, which that's the only one that feels really
fat,
different.
Chunky neck, yeah.
Yeah, so it's still got the slimness of a Jazz, but this one in particular is quite chunky because it's a U shape.
Yeah.
These are rather just a general C shaped neck, like they were. But yeah, they kept the radiuses all the same on all of them.
Okay.
Instead of changing them up. But apart from that, I mean, there's a couple of little finish details. So instead of a full nitrocellulose lacquer, they've tried to protect it a little bit more by putting a polyurethane undercoat. So before they do anything, you've got polyurethane that's put onto the finish, and then it's like a flash coat of nitrocellulose. So I guess the outer layer, as it were, will start to age like a normal nitro finish guitar.
Yeah.
But you've got the protection there that,
so if you get a knock in it, it won't go all the way through, something like that, you know.
That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's that little bit like, I'm not quite sure, but I think there's some other companies that does a similar sort of thing to protect the guitar. And I mean, that means you probably still can get a crack. You know, if you like cracked tops, you know, that'll do the same sort of thing.
That's it.
But it's just an overcoat. I mean, let's see what it sounds like really quick.
Yeah.
Because now we're just talking and talking and talking.
Yes.
What am I in here? I'm in a.
You're using Gannon and Kruger 112 combo.
All right.
And I've got a dark glass, little micro bass 500.
I mean, there's new 800 Rumble coming out as well, right? Which we haven't seen yet. Maybe you'll see this in one of our NAMM videos. I can imagine we all go to the Fender booth and check out what they have of lovely things coming out.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about that. Actually, I'm right there right now, I think.
Yeah, and
we're right there.
I'm over the other side with Joss somewhere right now. Yeah.
So we're having fun. It might even be nighttime and we might be doing something else. But hey, let me thumb this thing. I mean, that's kind of what you get. It's kind of what you get. You get a tone, you get a volume, you get this thing here.
Yeah,
which is
thumb rest, but you use your fingers.
Isn't that? I think it was something like this, wasn't it?
No, you're exactly right. You may see some people that did move them so they're up
like
here.
Here. Look at that one.
Ah, look at this. Well, we planned it. But yeah, in the 70s or the late 60s, they
that makes more sense to me there, you know. But
because you actually rest your thumb.
Yeah.
But I think this was more for say, do you use your thumb, like you were doing there, man?
Because it's like, yeah, I'm not. I mean, this just sounds great. What happens if I roll that off?
Oh man,
it just sounds good.
It is a good sound.
I mean, it's just such a simple thing, I've got an old jazz bass from the 80s, the Japanese one.
Yeah,
but
nice.
I've used, on the backing track recently, I used the green, olive green one.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a nice tone, and you just put everything on, into the DI, into the thing, and it just sounds like Pino Palladino.
We said before about how simple the P bass is, and we've joked a couple of times of how, you know, oh, show us this, and it is done so quickly.
Yeah.
But that's because they do sound just, you know, the tone on or tone off sounds so great.
That's it, yeah.
That's it.
There's nothing,
you know.
yeah, and that's why it's difficult. But I mean, I love this anodized scrap plate.
That does look great.
Wicked.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
doing
wicked.
a white version of this as well, which has got an ash body. This has got an alder body, with the sunburst, but you can get the white version, which has got an ash body as well, which is slightly more expensive. But
what body is this then?
that is alder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
actually,
right.
looking at it, looks like a grain of ash to me. But yeah, apparently the sunburst is
It's
alder.
really light as well. It's really light.
There's not too much
comes
to
with
them.
a case as well, right? So
Comes with a case. So I'm going to run and get this case.
So
Yes.
we got some cases.
We've got some cases. So yeah,
we're on the case.
yes,
Me.
on the base case.
On the base case.
So this is the one that comes with yours, mate. Lovely tweed
Yeah.
case.
I love the tweed cases. Tweed cases are my favourite.
Ah, they do look good.
Yeah.
Especially when they get bad.
Yeah.
And this is what comes with the 60s and the 70s. So more the standard sort of
Standard sort of thing. Okay, cool.
black style.
That's cool. Let's go. Let's move to yours.
Yeah, cool. So this is a 60s, so the American original 60s jazz. Jazz. These are coming in a few different colours. They got candy apple red, which is quite cool.
So that would be like this. This is the new guitar from the range as well.
Is this the 60s? This is the original 60s, is it? I think because of the 3-ply and
that's the 60s. Yeah.
Love
Absolutely.
it.
So that'll be that colour.
That'll be that colour. Yeah, you've got the white and there's a 3-tone burst as well that they're doing in the 60s.
Beautiful.
But again, so
Clay dots.
Clay dots, yeah, which is quite interesting because apparently that was why they did the 64 in the previous range, because that was the last year
they
used
changed
dots.
them, because they changed them over, because the white Strat that I have, that is a 64, but it's got a transition logo. So some of them would have pearl, and some of them would have clay dots. Right?
Okay,
so it's kind of what they had lying around of
in that last year.
That last year before the transition happened. So they would use, some of them would get those dots, and some of them would get the transition logo.
Plastic
you know, so that's the newer May. I think it was May '64. They started using the different logo, so the transition logo, which was a black. This is the curly spaghetti logo, and then they changed that. So it's kind of like here, that's more like the 70s kind of thing. It's kind of all sort of little bit, what's that? Which one do you like? It's like, which one? They open the drawer up and go, I've got one of those. Yeah. And just sort of
use those around.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
But yeah,
that
cool.
looks so cool.
It does, doesn't it?
That white colour.
I don't know if you can
awesome.
see. I think it's got this like it's kind of more of an eggshell. It's meant to be Olympic white, but actually this looks a lot creamier to me.
It's like this sort of a kitchen cupboard cream.
Yeah,
that's like the colour of my kitchen.
Yeah. Carbonara is perfect. Yeah, that is the way. It is a carbonara. That is the way to describe it. But yeah, it looks cool. You've got the open gear vintage tuners, the reverse tuners.
The knob for putting your strap on up there.
Oh yeah, that's
it.
it.
Knob strap on.
If you liked it like that, you can have it like that, or like this.
Or you can just use it normally.
Yeah.
It looks cool. That's very cool. I mean, I do like the white with the tortoiseshell pickguard.
I do.
I do like that, and I do like blue with tortoiseshell pickguard, and I might even put on my blue Strat. I might put a tortoiseshell pickguard. Anyway, move on. Let's hear what it sounds like. My head is just going. What can I do?
What can I do? Yeah. Right, nice. Right, so this is both pickups on and full tone on. Back pickup. Woo! Front pickup.
Sounds lovely. New pickups, or the same pickups in there?
Same pickups, I believe, because this has got exactly the same little earthing, little bronze, little copper bronze to the bridge. So I believe there's still like the 60s custom shop jazz pickups. Sorry, the American vintage jazz pickups.
You know, the Fender makes great pickups, so you know that's. They've done it for. Have they done it for the longest? There must be some of the guys that have done
around that. Yeah, you think
from the
late
Telecaster?
40s. Yeah,
I don't know. I can't remember who invented the pickup, the first pickup. I mean, out there, but I mean, Fender has made pickups for a long time.
Yeah,
you would expect they know what they're doing.
Oh, too right. No, these sound great. I mean, actually, that P bass sort of front neck pickup sounds great. Normally they're a little bit. It's not quite a P bass, you know, but that sounded great. Sounded great.
Yeah.
Obviously, let's say it's been toned fully on all of them, but yeah. So from the 60s
to the 70s
to the 70s. Yeah. So this one, if we have a little
little
chat. Oh,
that's a bit heavier, but they were in the 70s, weren't they?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
So yeah, yeah.
They were having this because I had a 70s, I had a 1974 5 Strat with the 3-bolt on.
Yeah.
That kept going.
No.
And it was stripped off, so it was stripped down to the bare wood.
Yeah.
And because it had the 3-thing plate, and it was just so old, and it was literally when you did that, you just moved the neck around. So I would sort of play. You did play along, and then it would sort of move a little bit, and then I had to sort of put it back up. I could feel the neck sort of. But it was a great guitar, but it was heavy as well.
Yeah,
that one it's not much heavier, but it's definitely
you can
feel
it.
A couple of hundred grams.
And I think that's most of you will feel in the ash because this is an ash body. Feel the ash.
Feel the ash.
But yeah, I think a lot of the guitars were the same. Lot of ash bodies. So yeah, interestingly, no 3-bolt on neck. And I think this is where they're probably saying, okay, let's probably do this right.
Yeah, exactly.
and give it a bit more support.
Yeah.
But yeah, ash body. They did upgrade the tuners. They changed the tuners coming out of the 60s.
Okay.
You got another new logo. So it's like
that's the 70s logo, isn't it?
Yeah. Like the transition, but blacked out and enlarged. I don't know if this has got slightly, and I don't think the basses had larger headstocks, but then the guitars started having the larger 70s headstocks as well.
The basses have kept the same headstock for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the size of it.
It's funnier, they look larger when the neck is narrower, right?
That's true,
So it looks... Stop it, Josh. So that makes it look a bit different with the head when it's a narrower neck. So, and that's got bindings?
This has got, white binding, and you've got the pearloid block inlays. So this is when they started putting the block inlays on it. Either white pearloid or the black blocks they started to use. Yeah. You find that on the natural version of this they do the black block inlays and black binding as well.
With a rosewood neck or just...
With a maple neck, that one is.
Maple neck, okay. And is it a lacquered neck, the whole thing?
It is,
okay.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
So I think, again, they're using the same lacquer. They were doing, on the American Vintage series, they were doing a full nitro finish on the neck, as well as the body. This, I think they've put this gloss. Yeah, gloss.
I mean, that's a very interesting thing. I mean, personally, I'm a fan of the nitro.
Yeah.
Because I've got my old somewhere my old 56 custom shop, nice. And it had lacquer on it, and I took a sponge, one of the yellow and green sponge on it, and you can just take the lacquer off really easily. Yep. So you get to the bare wood. I wonder if that's going to be the same thing on these.
So you'll get...
Maybe not, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean...
Maybe, but I wonder if you get through the nitro to the polyurethane.
Yeah, and then what?
Then what is it going to feel like? Because I think...
Exactly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, it might... You would expect they've tested this out to be worn for a while, maybe so...
And apparently that is the thinking, it's just meant to give you more protection, protect especially around the neck pocket as well, because I think when they do all the actual bolting together in the final assembly, I think that's where a lot of the nitro, it's just so prone to cracking in the joints.
Yeah.
They're trying to get around that finishing issue as well, apparently. But what it does to the overall tone, maybe I don't know.
Well, maybe we can, at some point after NAMM, maybe we can, I'm sure you guys probably would like a comparison video between the new and the old one, and then
some left.
If there is any left, if there is any left, because they will go and they won't be more of them.
Yeah.
So
but we'll try and do that. Yeah.
Yeah. If we've got time, or just compare to whatever we have.
Yeah, of course.
But
But yeah, I mean, straight away I can feel. So this is a U-shaped neck instead of a C-shape.
Yep.
And it does feel chunky.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, cool.
Let's hear it, man. Plug it in, baby.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, keep going, keep going.
Oh man, this is really nice.
I kind of caught you with that tempo. It's been quick.
Oh, it's good. That was everything on.
Yeah.
Actually, like straight away though, that was weird, isn't it?
It's a bit of a
I'm
chunky
sitting here
neck.
going, oh, it's a chunky neck. But
Yeah.
actually, as soon as you start playing, it's like, ah.
But this is what
good.
people. This is what I prefer a bit a chunkier neck.
Yeah.
Not even baseball bat. I
Yeah,
like it
yeah,
because
yeah.
it makes you play in a different way.
That's
it
true.
makes you just approach the guitar and play it differently.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. When it gets really, really slim, I struggle with. I don't struggle with it because you get used to a lot of guitars when you play a lot of instruments all the time.
Yeah.
You can get used to it pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it doesn't sit like in that bit,
Yeah.
if it's too flat, then I can't really.
Position is that you get
Yeah,
your first
it's
position
just
to
a thing,
then
I mean.
move from there.
So that's why you might prefer one of these.
Well, yeah. Do you know what? I had a 78 original jazz
Okay.
bass for a while, and it did feel like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's maybe just where I'm used to the more modern C now.
But that's it, isn't it? It looks cool, man.
It looks great. I mean, it reminds me of the Geddy Lee kind of style.
Yeah,
Geddy Lee
yeah.
bass.
Does it come with all the? I can see the holes there for that. Does it come with that or not?
Does indeed. Yep. So it comes with the sort of pickup cover
And the other
playing
cover there.
inhibitor. Now,
No, because there's no.
there's
holes in
no
it.
holes. Now, I haven't checked, to be honest. There might be in the case where you can actually screw it in yourself.
Okay.
'Cause I know that on the 64, the American vintage stuff, it was already drilled in, and then if
Yeah.
you want to take it off, you've got two lovely holes in the base. So we should probably check.
Yeah, let's just check that quickly.
Let's have a look. So,
Okay, so it does come with. So you have to drill your own holes then.
drill your own holes if you want. You've got the full ashtray cover at the bridge
Yeah.
and the pickup cover at the front. You do have the mutes inside as well for both the 70s
Okay,
and the
cool, yeah,
60s.
yeah.
So if you want to get that like deaded sound, which was what they were actually originally made for.
Yeah.
But it's wherever you want it all the time.
But
You
this
can
has got the
alternate.
holes in as well.
That has, yeah, and you do get another one with those. Because this will be, again, this sort of covering the 50s in general
In the
across the
entirety,
decade.
yeah. I'm a fan of that scratch plate, man. That's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So I'm impressed with this as well.
Yeah.
So that's the main differences. They look very, very, very similar. I quite like they're bringing some slightly different designs into it.
Yeah.
Because it was always the 75 jazz bass is the classic in the 70s, which is the natural maple
The
neck.
one that I
black
have,
rocket.
maybe like black
Yeah.
with dots on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Which is great. I mean, it's a great looking bass, but
Yeah.
it's quite nice to see something a little bit different as well.
Well, there
So,
you are then.
So there we
you
go.
are. There we go.
Yeah.
So links below. Links are below. And I think you should play. Which one would you like to play? The P bass.
Let's play the P bass.
You play the P bass. I'll chug along on the guitar a little bit.
Cool.
Yay! Woo! Please follow and watch everything we're doing on NAMM Cowbridge 2018 because I'm sure we are bombarding you with videos on our main channel, our tech channel, and our keyboard channel, and our drum channel. There's gonna be loads. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all over.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was Pete. Thank you for watching.
I'm Lee.
Links
See
are
you
below.
soon.
Please subscribe.
Bye. Love it.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.